Okay, y'all, so I wanted to keep it moving a little bit so that I don't bore y'all to death. So y'all see how I'm taking it and I'm ruffling it going around. And when I get to the back, I got to cut this off and then I glue the back down. And it's like really no really big particular way. But I'm going to show y'all like how I'm doing the ruffles and different things like that. But just be real careful with this hot glue gun. So to be honest, a lot of times when I go to working with this, I kind of just be like, let me get off of here and let me focus, because I tend to burn myself a lot and I tend to make mistakes. So what I am doing is my interpretation, again, of the Geely. So I take a hat and I form the shape. And if y'all think about it, y'all know those hard headbands that that you'll probably play tennis with. You could get one of those and make you a really nice Geely, you know. But the Geely is actually fabric fold over, like they fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it. So this is my interpretation of the Geely. So I'm just now cleaning up a couple of the loose ends. Okay, and then I'm going to show y'all how I'm ruffling. Because this fabric, the detail in it, it's a lot of detail in it. So it's not, you're not seeing all of the ruffles because of all of the coloring. So I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing, okay? Get on over there again. Get the glue ready. Okay, so I'm taking fabric, right? And on the black one, I did sew that down. So I take this and I just cut it. And when you're working with the African print fabric, make sure you have the front from the back. So I'll have to look at it real good, because a lot of time I can't really tell the front from the back. Okay, so I take this and the first thing I do is fold it down, okay? And I'll take this piece like that, because I want the raw edge going downward, okay? So watch how they do the Geely, okay? I need y'all to really watch how they do the Geely, if I'm pronouncing it right, and forgive me if I'm not. But I am in love with African dresses, African design. I love a lot of their 3D dresses. And when I saw the Geely, I was just like, oh my goodness. So you see, I take it and I pleat it that way. And then I'll take it and come with a second ruffle. See that? And they got a lot of beautiful Geelys on, I would say, go on Pinterest and put in African Geelys. And I'm like, oh my God, when I'm telling y'all, I'm really in love with the African print in 3D. And I have an African friend, and she always tell me, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you. So I've been waiting. Never happened. So I gotta do it myself. So I'm kind of folding it over kind of like a fan. And the reason why I like to use the little glue, because a lot of time when you use them big glue guns, you be letting out way too much glue. So that's why I like to use the minis. That's why I like to use the minis. So you just definitely just take your time and what design you going for. And this is my very first time doing this. And when I'm doing this, like I said, this ain't something I've did before. So when you're doing it, you have a mistake, you gotta figure that out along the way. So yeah, you figure this out along the way as you're doing it, and you just make up for it. So y'all see, it's like doing a fan effect. Because when I look at the Geely and how it be really, really, really nice. And you can use the sewing machine and sew this, if that's what you chose to do. You could do that. It'd be a lot of work, but hey. Yeah, it'd be a lot of work, but hey. You know, it's all about what you want to do. Okay. And again, I look at it really good, because again, like I was telling you, I can't necessarily see I can't tell the front from the back with the African print fabric a lot of times. But take your time, because the really neat side with the color will be the front. So I need that on my thing, no. So again, I'm just making pleats. So you figure out how you want your pleats to be, and you'll go from there. You okay, babe? You having a nightmare? That's Gino. You're on the floor over here having some type of... You know, dogs have nightmares and stuff too. You awake? You okay? Sorry to wake you up. I just was asking. You can lay back down, because you're not going to get up here. It's hot stuff up here. So I want you to lay down. Now, as I'm looking at this, right, and I'm, you know, doing, you know, whatever to my Geely, right? Now, sometimes they have certain parts of the Geely higher than the other side. And I'm like, you know, that would have been nice. My African print fabric I got off of Amazon. So put in 5 yards of African print fabric. I got this off of Amazon. Somebody's like, you always work in your rooms. Like, I have the sewing room and a lot of times I like to watch TV sometime. And, well, Alexa's everywhere, but I like to watch TV. In the other room, I disconnected the TV. So, I like to watch TV and, different stuff like that. And it's colder downstairs, so I don't too much be downstairs. I only to cook. If I'm cooking, I'll be downstairs. But other than that, I'm normally upstairs. So upstairs is where I like to be. But they were like, you work on your bed, you work. Yes, I do. Everything is movable, meaning get done, I vacuum, I clean up my mess and different things like that. It's like going to a hotel, right? Y'all know that comforter, and I used to work in hotels. And the comforter that's on the bed, that doesn't get changed or washed unless there's visible stains or odor coming from it. Other than that, you just make the bed. We change the sheets, we change the pillowcases, stuff like that. But the comforter only get changed if there's visible stains or if it has a odor. So, you know, you get in them hotels, you don't know what going on top of those sheets. Okay. So, just so you know. But yeah, it's just a comforter. I like this color red. I got another new one. This one. I bought 2 of them. So I could exchange out. So I'll see how when I be just folding it over. So yeah, so now I'm going to cut it and we're going to glue it down. So yes, but I'm telling y'all, it's just, I really enjoy making these hats. But that's how you create them. Gina, shh, 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 shh. Hey, buddy. Woo, Jesus, that's hot. Tell you, hot glue is something else. So now I'm going to cut. And cut. So you see how I have it fanned. So y'all see how I'm folding it over. So this is my interpretation of the African Gili, if I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, let me know how to pronounce it. Well, I guess if you spell it out, it ain't gonna help because they still not gonna know how to pronounce it. But yeah, but just put it in, and then like the way the actual Gili is made is fabric ruffled and fold. It's not made like I wanted mine's where, you know, because sometimes it might be too hot for me to necessarily wear a wrap, and I don't know how to do it. But I noticed that for the best looking Gili, the fabric is really thick, not thin like this. This is that paper wax African fabric. Like that's what this one is. Ooh, hot. Ooh. See, that's why I'm supposed to wear the finger thimbles, but that one was getting too tight. So, I'm going to walk y'all through what I'm going to do next. So, now what I'm finna do is, I'm going to clean up all these different pieces of glue and stuff like that. I'm going to clean all of this stuff up. And then what I'm going to do, because if y'all notice, I got just half. And then I'll secure this with bobby pins. If y'all notice, I didn't do the whole thing. I got just half. So because I want to be able to take my Gili and do different things like that with. So now, y'all see how the back look. So what I'm thinking about doing is finishing the back. Alexa, turn on the plug.
Okay.
Y'all, I got my polyurethane And what wound up happening is, I guess the polyurethane I got was, the polyurethane itself was too strong. And I know I don't say that word correctly. It was too strong for the cheaper acrylic paint that I used. And when I put it on there, it just smeared it all into one color. So I'm going to have to revamp that. They didn't turn out right. The hat turned out phenomenal. I'm going to show y'all that in a video. But my hat turned out just the way I wanted it to do. So I got some cheaper acrylic. I got cheaper acrylic do I want it all the way or just like this? Do I want it all the way or like this? Do it all the way? Do it all the way? I guess I'll do it all the way. I got some cheaper acrylic paint and not normally the paint that I use. So when I start using that polyurethane, it's smeared all over the, yeah, it's smeared all over the, yeah, it's smeared all over the, skate. So I'll show y'all that, but not kind of what I was thinking of. So now what I'm going to do, and I ain't got to keep y'all aboard for this. So what I'm going to decide to do is, because I don't want it to be like this, I got to clean all this stuff up. So what I'm about to do is, I'm going to cover all that up so that the whole ghillie will be in full African print, okay? So that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna take the whole thing and do it so that the whole ghillie is in African print where it's not showing. So I'll do that, and I'm gonna clean up all the mess, and I'll come back and let y'all see. All right.